She didn't cry. That was the first thing I noticed. No tears, no trembling lip, just a quiet resolve that didn't belong on a girl her age. Her small hand found mine as I zipped up the little pink suitcase, her fingers warm and instinctive, curling around mine like she was holding on for dear life. "Uncle," she whispered, barely audible, "I don't really want to go home." I paused. Her voice was like breath on glass, delicate and uncertain. I knelt to meet her eyes. "Why not?" I asked gently. She hesitated. Her eyes flicked toward the hallway, like something waited just beyond the frame. "Actually," she began, but then the door opened. My sister walked in, perfectly timed as always. Claire breezed in with her trademark smile, the kind that tried too hard to look effortless. "Ready?" she asked her daughter, her voice too light, too chirpy. She stooped to hug her, and in that embrace, she slipped something into my hand. A quiet transaction. No words, just folded paper and a glance that gave away nothing. After they left, I sat on the edge of bed and unfolded the note. Shaky pencil lines, misspelled words, but the message was unmistakable. "Uncle, Mommy's boyfriend hurts me. He says not to tell, but I don't feel safe." It was signed with a crooked heart. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. I gripped the note like it might dissolve in my hand. There's a kind of rage that doesn't roar, it sharpens. It becomes precise, focused, lethal. I didn't go to the police. Not yet. That would be too easy, too fast, too kind. Claire had always been reckless with men. She fell for smiles and danger, for charm wrapped in chaos. This one, Evan wore expensive suits like they made him decent. He drank fast, talked slow, showed up late, and always with just enough charm to blur the edges. I never liked him, but I never thought he could be this. So I started watching. I searched every corner of his digital life. His Instagram was curated, his LinkedIn impressive. But then came the cracks, records of lawsuits buried beneath legalese, whispers of emotional manipulation, financial coercion, complaints that had all been quietly settled. Nothing had stuck, but the pattern was there. Before my niece left after the next visit, I installed a hidden camera in the guest room, just in case. In one clip, I saw him. Not violent, but wrong. Arms too tight, too long, her face stiff and uncomfortable. The kind of wrong you don't need explained. Your gut knows before your mind does. I bought a burner phone and sent him a single text. "I know what you did. You'll pay." He cracked like cheap glass. Angry replies. Threats. One mistake at a time. And I waited. 3 weeks later, I invited Claire to dinner. Told her to bring Evan. Chose a rooftop restaurant. Elegant, distant from the world below. The kind of place that makes even monsters feel civilized. I dressed clean and calm, every word rehearsed. Evan greeted me with that empty grin, his handshake too firm, his laugh too loud. I smiled back, let him think he was safe. "Wine," I offered. "On me." He drank. I didn't. Halfway through the meal, I slid a thick folder across the table. Claire frowned. "What's this?" "Read it," I said, my voice quiet. She opened it. Inside, screenshots, transcripts, photographs. The video stills. Her daughter's note. His threats. The full mosaic of what he'd tried to hide. She froze. Eyes wide. Evan's smirk cracked. "What the hell is this?" he barked. "You know what it is?" I said. He stood, knocking over his chair. People glanced. He hissed. "You've been recording me?" "No," I replied. "I've been documenting you." He lunged to the folder, but I let him have it. It didn't matter. Copies had already been sent, his employer, Child Protective Services, 3 journalists, and my attorney. Claire rose to her feet, shaking. "Is it true?" she asked him. He didn't answer, just stared at me, cornered and caged. "You'll be arrested within the hour," I said. "If you run," that on camera too. He backed away, trembling in his tailored suit. That's when Claire slapped him. Not with rage, just quiet finality. Then she turned and walked away. I stood only once the elevator doors closed behind her. I looked Evan in the eye. "This isn't justice," I told him. "It's a warning. to men like you. Then I left him there, trembling on a rooftop he thought he owned. The next week, Claire moved in with me. Temporary, she said, but I didn't ask for a timeline. Her daughter slept soundly for the first time in months. No more nightmares. I took her to school, picked her up, told her bedtime stories, ones where villains lost and little girls grew wings. I never said Evan's name again. I didn't have to. His name became something else, an indictment, a headline, a cautionary tale whispered in boardrooms he once strode through like a king. He lost everything, and I never raised my voice. People think revenge is loud, that it needs fists or gunfire or screaming, but they're wrong. Revenge is quiet. It's the truth, sharpened like a blade, placed gently at the throat of a man who thought no one would ever see him for what he really is. That night, Evan thought I was just a man with a folder. He didn't understand. I was a man with nothing to lose. And that changes everything. Last night, just before bed, my niece took my hand again. Her voice was soft as sleep. "Uncle," she said, "thank you for keeping me safe." I kissed her forehead. I always will. Some men destroy lives in silence. I prefer to destroy monsters the same way.